Hello and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Monday. My name is Wizzy Zirk, and also call me Wizzy, and today we're playing some more OceanBlock 2. Now in the last episode we did have some performance issues, but we did make some progress. And since then I have actually resolved the problems I was having with the performance issues, so we shouldn't have any more issues like we did last week. Of course, it usually takes a little bit for this to load anyways. Though this is actually my second attempt loading, and so it's a little bit quicker this time because I forgot to make sure the screen was, or the window for the game was properly set. So I had to close out or save and quit and readjust the screen window so it's good. But anyways, we are hopping back in, and a little bit of lag at the beginning, but yeah, you can see here, little bit of lag. I think it's, or stuttering, it's just because we are loading in. But yeah, you can see we're running a whole lot smoother than we were last time. But in the last episode, we got this basically smelter going. So we're smelting a whole bunch of iron that we have. And one thing I realized too that we never had happen last episode was we never got a single airdrop. So that's kind of interesting. But anyways, let's take a look at the quest book. We are getting most of this done. We get this whole branch done. Basically all we have left to do is we still have the makeshift diving suit we gotta do, the whispers from the deep, playing with goo, early storage, passive mobs, the soul protection, which we might end up doing this episode as well, and then getting into the passage through the portal, and then that will be it for the getting started. It won't show as green because we have this thing here, Lost Comlink, which is an optional quest and it's repeatable. So this will always be available as a quest, which means this will never turn green like the welcome one. But that's fine. We'll know that it's complete. So anyways, I think what I want to do, what do we need to do for this? We need to use the infusion altar to create gateway pearl, or gate pearl. Early storage, we do need to do the mineral chunks, so we might as well start doing that. We do need to make a squeezer. And to do that, we need a block of iron, sticks, wood, and an iron ingot, which we, of course, have all of that. So we can do that right now, actually. Let's do that. And there we go. We have a squeezer now. Squeezing like a boss. So oh yeah, we need a drawing basin as well. Drawing basin, black dye, organic dye. Do we have anything that we can make black dye with? I don't think so. We do need squid ink or a flower, that wither flower or whatever it was. Organic black dye. Alloy smelting. We're not to that point yet. Yeah, it's essentially just the ink sacs. Oh, we do have ink sacs here. Okay. So we actually do have iron ingot. So we need logs. Oh, we got the tree over there. Do we have any spare logs laying around, though? We do. And we have 4, which is exactly what we need. Okay, so that is like this. Iron ingots on the side, like that. Perfect. So let's place this down. Drying basin next to it, I believe. And we just need mineral. So let's take a look. Quest book. Mineral planks. Mineral trees. How do we get this? Oh, and we did complete a quest. General storage. Colorful backpack. Oh, from the dye. Is there a thing over here for the... I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so actually this might help here. So welcome to Integrated Dynamics. It's a mod that allows you to build networks for simple, complex automations and systems, allowing you to go beyond the family of interfaces and get right down to the core of modded Minecraft. This mod has a certain reputation for being hard to get into, as it contains many elements of coding, programming, which can be scary for most people. If you enjoy programming, this is a mod for you. Your first step will be to find a mineral sapling, grow it, and break it down for some logs and berries. On the dynamics of integration, which is this book, is a very helpful guidebook that goes in depth into a lot of more complex mechanics of the mod. If you're ever stuck, check it out. So we already do have the sapling. So we do... I just need to find it. So we do need to plant it, grow it. It's not in here, is it? Actually it is, yeah, okay. I do need my hoe. Actually no, it's not in my backpack. There's nothing in my backpack. I don't see it. There it is. I just wasn't looking in the right spot. Okay, here we go. So, and that already gave us some crystallized mineral chunks. And plenty of wood and berries, so that is done. So let's go into the quest book, go into this. So we get the book from that, the XP, and since we've already made these two, we'll read it first. We do obviously get the rewards. Extracting mineral. The squeezer is used to extract items from certain blocks, like mineral from mineral logs or mineral planks. This is done by placing an item you'd like to squeeze by using the item directly on the squeezer, then jumping on the center of the top face until something pops out. To reset the squeezer, you'll need to give it a redstone signal with something like a button or pressure plate. The squeezer is a vital machine for getting the most crystallized mineral chunks from mineral trees. This machine can also be used to get more of a return for certain items, like getting more blaze powder per blaze rod. We get smooth stone slab and experience. Drying basin. Drying basin will dry an item or fluid into new item. This can be used to convert rotten flesh into leather, or more importantly, mineral resin into blocks of crystallized mineral. And with that actually helps us complete the Whispers from the Deep one, which I was waiting to do because I knew I was going to be getting a reward or getting some sort of rotten flesh without actually having to do this whole setup. So, and we get more rotten flesh from that. So that's cool. And with this, we just need to make a block of crystallized mineral to complete this one. Using the squeezer to squeeze mineral logs into a drying basin, you can increase the amount of crystallized mineral you get per tree. Once you have a few blocks of crystallized mineral, you can get started on the basics of ID. Or we can place all 9 into a crafting table like that too. Which we have exactly 9 to get that block. And that completes that. And we've apparently completed this because we got the items from that. The facade is just an optional task. So starting networks, connect anything in ID, you'll need to use logic cables. These are the pipes of the mod. While these don't connect to anything by themselves, you will be attaching parts like interfaces to them to interact with blocks in the world. Everything connected to a logic cable is considered part of the network. You can also hide logic cables using facades, which can be changed by crafting them with a block of your choice in a crafting table. And we get more logic cables as a reward for this one. And now if we go back to the getting started thing, for the item interface, we just need 5 of these plus a chest to make the interfaces. So if we turn that back into the mineral chunks. Let's put some of this stuff away. I definitely do need a way to sort all of this out. So that's what we're definitely working on, getting towards. Yeah, we don't have any rotten flesh before, so we'll just throw them in there. Same with that black dye, I'll throw in there. I'll throw these in there as well. Keep that on me. The book I'll throw in there. The hoe I'll throw in there. And a chest right here. Okay, so I just need to do this. That gives us 4 of those. And that completes, we did complete a quest in integrated dynamics. Interacting with the world. To attach the logic cables to the blocks in the world and add them to your network, you'll need some type of interface. Interfaces allow you to add storage blocks to your network, such as chests, barrels, fluid tanks, energy cubes, etc. When right-clicking on an interface, these will have a part UI, which is explained in the following quest in more detail. As an example of how you would use one, adding an item interface to a chest will allow the network to see everything inside the chest. This is the basis for setting up a simple storage system or network. We get experience from that. And speaking of experience, last time we did get this experience holder. And I have it set up so all I need to do is go right next to it. And it will automatically grab my experience from me. So, yeah. So I might as well store that. I'm going to put this in here, and I might as well move the pipes or logic cables into here so they're all in the same place. I'll put the crystallized mineral chunks in there as well. Going back to getting started, what we need now is the storage terminal. And to do that, we need mineral glass, which is done by okay, so yeah, we can put glass in the block casing over here, and putting a block of crystallized mineral in here will smelt it down, and then we just basically pour that into the glass in here. So let's continue to get the blocks of iron out of this, or all the iron out of this. And then we can okay, we just have 2 more blocks in here. And then we can do the, in fact, let me grab a piece of glass. And we do have the 1 block of crystallized mineral, which we will need. And then pour the last 2 blocks out. And let's throw that in there, get that smelting. Does this not smelt in here? Okay, we're apparently having problems with this again. Let's try putting another bucket of lava in there, maybe? Do we have any... We do have lava over here. So let's take a bucket, grab the bucket of lava. I can't pour any more in there, so let me do this. Okay, that doesn't seem to want to do anything. Okay, that doesn't work. And that's not doing anything. It shows it does take 1 bucket of lava with a temp of 1000 to smelt it down. Oh, there it goes. It just takes a bit longer than I was... Yeah, okay, I was just being too impatient, I guess. So let's throw the glass in here, and once that smelts, I'm going to throw the rest of the iron and stuff in here. I'm going to throw those in there too. So yeah, once that's done smelting, we can pour it in onto the glass here, and then we will have the mineral glass. And now what we need is a display panel. We need 2 static light panels for that. And for each static light panel we need a redstone dust, 3 mineral berries, and an output variable transformer. So at least 2 of those. So let's take a look. So we need 1 there as well. So that's 3, 4. So we need 4 of those, which means we need 4 pistons. 8 variable cards. Each variable card, so we need just to do this once because it gives us 24. So 8 crystallized mineral chunks with a paper in the middle, and that's all done. So we can do this now. So we need to start squeezing then. I know I don't need to wait for this to cool, but I'm going to. Okay, so we have that. And that is an advancement. That doesn't do anything in the quest line there, the quest book. Let's take the logs. Take the berries, because I will need those. Take those, because I will need those as well. Throw that in there. Let me make a button. Do I have one already? I could also get a lever too to reset this, but I think a button would be better. Just do that. Let's reset this once we're done. Okay, and that's drawing, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And that gives us a block each time. So, which gives us 9, which is awesome. Paper, let's actually break the sugar cane. How much sugar cane do we have right here anyways? 6. So let's do 2 more so we have 8. Do we have any other sugar cane lying around? We do have 13. Do we have paper already? It does not look like it, which is fine. Now we have plenty of paper. Throw that in there. And do that. And we got 24 of those now. And that did complete a task. Apparently. We probably just haven't got to it yet. Yeah, or is it? I don't know. Anyways, so what we need to do now is we need pistons. How many? I don't know if we have any pistons actually. So we will definitely need to make those. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to chop this tree down, get some wood. And I'm going to plant, we only got 1 sapling out of that, plant that tree. Okay, because we'll need the wood. I also need redstone. Got 4 in there, and I know we have more in here. At least redstone chunks. So, yeah, let's. Well, actually, I only need the 4, and I need 4 iron ingots. And let me grab. Let me throw that in there. Grab a stack of that. That'll be more than enough. Okay, and then I will throw the rest of those back in there. So we now have the 4 pistons. What else do we need? The crystallized mineral chunks. And this actually gives us 4, so, which is exactly what we need. So, I actually made more pistons than I needed. How many pistons, or what, was it just 1 that we needed? Yeah, it was just the 1. So yeah, I made more pistons than I needed. That's fine. We have them for other things if we need it. In fact, I'm going to throw them into here. So we have the 4 output variable cards that we need. So that's all set. Input variable cards is a sticky piston. So basically same recipe. Grab a slime ball. Okay. There we go. And then so we need redstone dust, so we need to take the redstone chunks then out. Let's also take some copper chunks out of this chest. I'm gonna just throw them into this chest for now. And I do smelt that, yes. So while that's going, what else do we need? We do need glowstone. Now the question is, do we have anything for the glowstone? Or do we have any glowstone at all right now? I don't think we do. Let's take a look. How do we get the glowstone? Okay. So we can't get it that way, because we haven't gone into the nether yet. Glowstone like that. Loot, basically, we can get it from. Which I'm thinking is basically... Yeah, so basically the only way we're going to be able to get glowstone right now is from the loot table, or loot. So if we break small crates, we have a chance to getting it. That's the only way that we'll be able to complete this right now. So anyways, redstone, so we do need to do, and that makes 1 each. So how many berries do we have? 17, we got plenty. Okay, that's all set. We have an output card like that. That's easy enough. And now we have the display panel. And the last step is to put it in like that, and we just need the glowstone at this point. So from what it looks like that we need to do now is we need to do a bit of exploring to complete this. I don't think I've read that yet. And we do need to go out anyways to get some soul, or a soul lantern. That I believe we have already read. So yeah, we need to go out. And I think, I don't know if this is better than iron armor or not. Actually, compressed iron, I think it might be. Diamonds though, how many diamonds do we have? Diamond armor would definitely be better than that, but I don't think... Gravel. And what are we sluicing? We are sluicing gravel. So we are getting diamonds, but it's very slowly. So, actually, let me see. I can do a side-by-side comparison right here. 2 armor, and that gives us toughness as well, and knockback resistance. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways. So let me throw these into here for now. And let's... Okay, where's my boat? Or actually, no, the raft is over there. I keep that in the water, that's right. So... let's grab the armor. And I think what I want to do... I don't think I have any compressed iron. So what I want to do is I want to make a compressed iron axe. Actually, you know what? No, we got enough diamonds now to make a diamond axe. So that's what I'm going to do. we'll throw this in here because this is almost done. So I'm going to throw that in there for now. 6 attack damage. I want to see something. Diamond axe. 9 attack damage. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to use the axe because we will need that. I will maybe want to make a shield. Why did I put those in there? Let's do that. Oh, it gives us... No, never mind. It does. It'll only give us 1 each time, so... I think this is where I need to go for the lantern. And I know we're going to get plenty more diamonds as well, so that's why I'm not too worried about spending the diamonds on the axe. So anyways, I think now it is just about time for us to go exploring. In fact, let me actually make a iron pickaxe. Okay. So let's go exploring. Let's go over here. Kind of work our way north. Because I want to stop at these. That way we can break these barrels and crates and everything. Not yet eaten. Okay. Well, let's put that there. Grass seed. I don't really need the grass seeds. Ear defenders. That I know mutes sounds, which I'm not too worried about. Yeah, see, that's where we need to go, and there's soul lanterns right there as well. And there are mobs in there, so that's why although I should have made a shield. I can always go back if I need to. Ominous bottle and a revolver. Okay. Tape measure and a framed screwdriver. Jukebox upgrade, fluid pipe. Another revolver. Those don't stack. And more ear defenders. And those don't stack. So let's actually go over to these really quick. I want to, and I didn't realize it was actually as close as it was. Go over to these really quick, and I do want to make a shield before we go into that structure. Triple compressed sand, kelp roll, also not eaten yet. Another jar, that's nice, and kelp goo. Let's go to this one, and head back, make our shield. And of course we're looking for glowstone too, but it's not going to come from these, it's only going to come from the small crates, which we have yet to come across, so... A pipe wrench. Copper wire, another frame screwdriver, and those also do not stack. Logic cable, and a Fluix axe. 9.4 attack damage, 0.9 attack speed. So ever so slightly better than our diamond axe. So we're gonna switch the diamond axe out for the fluid axe. so long for making the diamond axe, but that's fine. You know what? Let's get another chest going. I'm gonna put these items in this chest. Actually, no, that item I'm not. Those are gonna go in there. These other items, however, are gonna go into this chest. Kelp goo can go into one of these other chests because I know we already have that in there. Now keep the kelp roll on me since I haven't eaten that yet. You guys probably thought I was going to forget about my shield, but I did not. So we have that, and head on over to this building. I think it's skeletons in here, if I remember correctly. There are spawners, so... Oh, torches. Do I have any torches? It might be better for me to make some. I normally don't need torches, but in here I might want to place them down. I actually did have torches. They're back in the other place, but that's fine. Yeah, there's the spawner. Light that up before anything does spawn. What spawner is this anyways? Bogged. Okay, yeah, that would have been a, I feel like there's a spawner here too, but I'm not sure. Maybe not on this level. I know there's one up here. It's a trial. Oh, it's an evoker. I forgot it has that. I completely forgot that was in here. These little bastards. Let's get up. Let's go. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the best method is to combat those things. What we're going to do is we're going to go right to here. I'm just going to mine that. Thank you very much. And we are going to head back. Because that's all we need. So, yeah, there he is. You know, getting a bow, since he's outside like that, getting a bow might not be a bad idea. Well, let's head back at least. Actually, we don't really even need to head back. It is nighttime, though. So let's sleep. And I do need to explore more, try and get some glowstone. Okay, so we have the Soul Lantern, which does complete the Soul Protection quest line. We get the XP and the Enchanted Soul Lantern. So that is good. What we need to go into the Nether now, once the time comes. And as you can see, because we've completed these three quests, we now have unlocked this quest, Passage to the Portal. I believe I have everything to access the lava dimension now. Although I've never visited the place myself, I just need to construct the portal and make sure I have the soul lantern equipped. Don't want to lose my own soul here. Visiting this pocket dimension will be dangerous, but it is home to some very valuable resources that might be strong enough to withstand the depths of this ocean. Task: build out a nether portal, equip the soul lantern, and enter the nether. Note, if you die in the nether, you will need another soul lantern to enter the portal again. And so, basically, the task is to visit the lava dimension. And we'll get a potion of fire resistance, a common loot crate, XP, and a chaos box. You know, I almost feel like it might be better to build a platform elsewhere. Like, I could always build a platform around that. Raft. And that is where I can open the chaos boxes. That way I don't have to worry about possibly destroying any of the stuff I currently have. So that might be something I can look into in the future. So next, I think, is basically to go look for some glowstone. So let's go do that. Let's go... Yeah, let's go south. Let's go this way. So I have already been to these two. Let's go a bit further. Let's go to this raft over here. Kind of crazy seeing this so open with so few rafts, because I'm so used to seeing so many of them. And this one does have a small crate, so we do have a chance to get glowstone from this one. Now will we? No. Got wool and charcoal. And from here we got oak logs and 5 crystallized mineral chunks. Okay. Let's go over to here. Now these islands I'm not going to worry about right now. There are spawners on those islands as well. See, I don't think... I think it said it was just... Yeah, just from small crates. So... Yeah. So, which means we can't get it from this one. We did get leather from that, though. Sea pickle. See, I don't really see any use for those. Salmon gunkin. Not eaten yet. Cucumber seeds. You know what? I'm going to throw the sea pickle away and the cucumber seeds because we really don't need those. Let's go over here to this raft and then over to that one. Or maybe this one to that one over there. Do you have a small crate here? Okay, what are you doing? Why did you get in there? Is it because of the door? Maybe. Or the trapdoor, yeah. Basic mechanical pipe. Okay. Vegetable noodles. Okay, not eaten yet either. The one thing that's nice too about doing a gold upgrade, nice. Flint shovel. It's actually basic. It has the same stats as a iron shovel, which is interesting. Sea pickle. do not need. Got gravel and torches. But yeah, no, as I was gonna say, opening these barrels is kind of nice too, because you do get some food. And usually they are some pretty good food too. And it's usually food we have not eaten either. So, see, no, we had trapdoors here, so, and it didn't go underneath, so I don't know what was going on before. Carrots and grass seeds. Once again, do not need those. Carrots we have not eaten yet. Green concrete powder. Okay. Let's go over here to this one. You know, I can actually make a bed. I was going to say, I probably should have brought a bed with me so I could sleep when I'm out and about here. I did get the wool from that one barrel or crate or whatever it was, so I can make a bed to sleep if I need to. Actually, no, I remember... I thought there was a thing in here where I can destroy items, but maybe... Obviously not from that, then. You have a small crate here. Kelp. Sea pickle. Do the barrel first. Oop. Ferrocore chestplate, 6 armor. So that's about, well, it is upgradable. You know, we'll hold on to that. Torches and sugarcane. Well, I'm gonna skip that one. I want to just try and focus on finding small crates. Because those are the, like I said, the only ones that will give us, or can give us, glowstone dust. Are there any small crates on this raft? No. Just the large crates. That's a structure. Regular crate on that one. Regular crate there too. Just barrels there. Crate, normal barrel. Just a crate, and that's a pretty small raft there. small crate here, okay. And I will need to create a bed. Potatoes. Bamboo. Wasabi roots. Now, the only problem with sleeping here, like that, is we do lose our... Well, actually, I think... Even if we die... Well, if we die, I think it will just place us on the main island, so all we need to do is just go through the portal. Like how we started the first episode. And then it will take us back to our base, basically, since we built the base right there. I need small barrels. I have a feeling we might be finishing this episode on the sea. I meant small crates. I think I said small barrels. Small crates. And this one has 2 small crates. Flint. You know, might as well break these as well. Flint pickaxe. Okay. Birch table. Let's start putting some stuff in the backpack. Okay. Almost missed the small crate here. I might as well break the big crate. Okay, what is the odds again? I don't even see it in this. Oh, 45 more not displayed. Can we display them? I want to see. So it must be pretty small then. I mean, even then, like, these are all like 2%. So it must be just a small chance. Actually, I don't need to do it this way now that I think about it, and I'm sure there'll be comments. Well, no, there probably won't be any comments because, well, I have been getting a few views on these videos lately, although most people aren't watching all the way through. Most people are watching for just a few seconds. Less than a minute and then clicking off. So let's head back up to our base. So we need to go back north. And then I think once we get back to the base, I will end the episode there. So yeah, no, I was thinking this isn't the only way for me to get glowstone because I can build the lava dimensional portal. now. And I do have the means now to get into the lava dimension. And so basically once I get in there, I can, although I will need to make a platform too because it is just like this and it is just lava. I was going to say I can mine a whole bunch of nether rack, but I forgot that there's really not any terrain. So there are certain areas or like biome sort of things, like you see these like little spherical locations underwater here, structures. And so basically under, or not under lava, but there are structures or spherical structures inside that do have netherrack as well. And so, or not even really spherical structures, there's islands, like some of these islands that we've seen around here that have netherrack, so we can gather some netherrack from that. Although those do have mobs there, mob spawners as well, with a certain type of mob that is pretty dangerous. So, and I would more than likely die pretty quickly, so. In fact, speaking of that, I don't think we have died yet in this series. I'd have to look at these stats. Yeah, it's like there's one of those islands. Actually, I want to see something before we head back to our base platform. Because I saw lava over here, but I don't think there is going to be. Just gonna hop on, hop off, just see what it looks like over here. At least I thought I saw lava, but I guess I did not. So it must have been something else. It must have been the mushroom I was looking at, yeah. Okay. Because I was thinking maybe they had like some sort of, like a lava area with netherrack around it. Kind of like what you'd see in regular Minecraft with the broken portals, where you'd have netherrack around it. Obviously that'd be too easy. And the reason why I would get the netherrack is because if you go to here, to this Luis, we still would need a diamond mesh, which we do have the means of making now. Or gold mesh, which we do have. And basically if we sluice the crushed netherrack, we do get glowstone dust. In fact, the gold mesh actually gives us a higher percentage than the diamond mesh. It just gives us basically solium dust, quartz chunks, or glowstone dust. Diamond ones also can give us blaze powder. So, yeah. I'm gonna move this song down. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna need to do. So let's take a look at the quest book again. And I am going to change to our outro song. I just want to look at this. So infusion altar, we'll work on that at some point. Playing with goo, we'll work on that at some point. We'll focus on those maybe next episode after we go through the nether, get some netherrack. And what do we get? What do we do here? Fleshy stone. So there are some other stuff. Or paths in here that we'll need to get to at some point. But I think right now the focus is to complete the rest of the tasks here before moving on to the Steaming Ahead section. And I think making a diving suit is definitely something we can do next episode too. We're almost done with this. We just need the glowstone dust. So yeah, we'll get some netherrack, like I said, next episode after going through here. This will unlock the Steaming Ahead section. And then we'll have basically playing with goo and the passive mobs left after we do the diving suit, early storage, and that. So yeah, we're almost done with the getting started. We're basically just done with the getting started section now, actually. So yeah, we are definitely oops, and I closed the game. That's not what I wanted to do, obviously. So yeah, we'll just, I'm gonna put this image up. Anyways, so yeah, we'll just do the outro here since obviously we are done with the video now. So anyways, hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!